Hey there, movie buffs. Today, we're going to take a look at the top 10 Sam Claflin movies. If you're a fan of this talented British actor, then you're in for a treat. From romantic comedies to intense dramas, Claflin has showcased his versatility in a variety of roles. So grab some popcorn and get ready to dive into the world of Sam Claflin. Starting off our list at number 10 is Peaky Blinders. Peaky Blinders follows a gangster family set in England in the 1900s. The Shelby family who runs the gang is best known for wearing razor blades sewn into the peaks of their caps. Cillian Murphy plays the lead role of Thomas Shelby, who is the head of the Peaky Blinders. The Shelby brothers are a group of men who are known for doing many illegal things, despite Tommy's desire to earn truthful money. As the seasons progress, the group squares off against new antagonists, who threaten to stop the Peaky Blinders. In 2019, Claflin joined the cast for the 5th and 6th seasons of the hit show. He plays the character of Oswald Mosley, who is a man of many titles. Though to the Peaky Blinders he is known as the Devil, he takes on the role of the main antagonist, and boy does he do a great job at being the villain.
I'm sure our host will forgive me if I use this platform, this gathering of friends and like minds, to give you his trusted allies.
Coming in at number 9 is Enola Holmes. Enola Holmes is a Netflix original film that stars Claflin among other big-name castmates like Millie Bobby Brown, Henry Cavill, and Helena Bonham Carter. He plays Mycroft Holmes, brother of Enola, Brown, and Sherlock Holmes, Cavill, in 1884 England. The premise of the film mainly stars Enola Holmes, who wakes on the morning of her 16th birthday to find her mother, Bonham Carter, has disappeared. Now, under the care of her older brothers, Enola rebels against their wishes for her to attend a finishing school and decides to look for her mother. Will she be able to be as sleuth-wise as her older brothers and solve the mystery behind her mother's disappearance? The film was a big success when it released back in 2020 on Netflix. A sequel is headed to Netflix in November 2022, although many were surprised to see Claflin will not be reprising his role from the first film.
Enola.
Where's your hat and your gloves?
Well, I have a hat, just makes my head itch. And I have no gloves.
My God.
Next up at number 8 is My Cousin Rachel. My Cousin Rachel follows Philip, Claflin, an orphan, who is taken in by his older cousin Ambrose in the 1830s, who raises him like a son on his vast estate in Cornwall. When Ambrose passes away, Philip plans to exact revenge on his late cousin's intriguing, stunning wife, Rachel Wise, because he holds her accountable for his demise. Yet, as he starts to give in to her seductive charms, his emotions start to get murky. The film is beautifully shot, skillfully performed, and expertly crafted by director Roger Michell. It is also a profound investigation of the effects of complex and dynamic female sexuality during the years that mainstream society classified as a woman's matronly years.
Perhaps tomorrow I could borrow a horse and have a look around. Such an odd feeling. Driving up to the house, seeing him standing by the door to welcome me. I've done it so many times in my imagination.
At number 7 we have Their Finest. Their Finest relates the tale of a British Ministry of Information film crew producing a video to raise morale during the Battle of Britain and the London Blitz about the Dunkirk evacuation. Claflin portrayed Tom Buckley, a screenwriter in the crew. The movie about making a movie deftly navigates past the widespread trauma of war to find romantic, humorous, and heartbreaking moments while balancing a variety of tones. With great comic timing, Gemma Arterton delivers a deep and convincing portrayal, while Claflin is the ideal scene companion. While Gemma Arterton takes on the role of Catherine Cole, Claflin portrays her love interest, Tom Buckley. The film received high reviews for the rhythm and interest created by its leads.
We'll need someone to write the slop.
Slop.
Women's dialogue.
Taking the number 6 spot is Nightingale. Set in 1825 in the penal colony of Van Diemen's Land, The Nightingale portrays the story of a female convict, Aisling Franciosi, seeking vengeance for a terrible atrocity done to her during the Black War. She is under the command of Lieutenant Hawkins, who is played by Claflin, in the British Army Regiment. Instead of focusing on the tragedy itself, The Nightingale proves to be a potent study of surviving. It also holds a somberly gloomy mirror that reflects the atrocities of racism, colonialism, and misogyny. In an effort to portray a famously cruel era in Australia's colonial past as truthfully as possible, the film also wipes away all forms of fabrication and fiction.
Don't worry, my love. Don't worry about us. I wanted to come tell you we're all right.
Halfway through our list at number 5 is Love, Rosie. Love, Rosie is based on the novel by Rosie Dunn called Where Rainbows End. It is a rom-com that stars Claflin alongside Lily Collins. The pair play childhood friends turned into something more, or at least many attempts at something more, but the time was never right. Will they ever be able to be in love with each other at the same time? This heartfelt rom-com is the perfect mix of cute, predictability, and funny. The entire time you watch the film, you find yourself wishing for Rosie and Alex to finally have the courage to admit their feelings for one another. It's a beautiful film that is often looked over despite the chemistry and great plot.
I pity you, Alex. All I see is someone compensating for a crap personal life by schmoozing his way up the career ladder.
Crap personal life.
Coming in at number 4 is The Hunger Games. Claflin first appeared in the second installment of the Hunger Games franchise Catching Fire. His character Finnick Odair is a charming previous victor of the Hunger Games, who was selected to join Katniss and Peeta in the Quarter Quell aka the 75th Annual Hunger Games. He became an ally to Katniss, despite her original distaste for him, and ended up helping her escape at the end of the second film. In the third and fourth installments, Finnick was a soldier who helped fight alongside his now close friend, Katniss. He used his secrets, which he collected over the years of being passed around the capital to help win more people over to the good side. His character arc was one of the better ones, as he started out seemingly obsessed with himself, only to prove one of the more selfless in the franchise.
Could have made out like a bandit in the capital. Jewels, money, anything you wanted.
Well, I don't like jewels, and I have more money than I need, so...
Breaking into the top 3 is Adrift. Adrift is a survival film that stars Claflin alongside Shailene Woodley and is based on a true story film of a young couple whose boat wrecks during a hurricane that hits while they are out at sea. Claflin and Woodley play the real-life couple Richard Sharp and Tammy Oldham, respectively. Part of what makes this film a moving testament to the true events was the chemistry between Claflin and Woodley. Although Woodley is the main character, Claflin is one of the few characters she interacts with, as 95% of the film takes place while the two are out to sea. At the start of the film, Claflin is his usual charming self, but once the hurricane hits and he is hurt, it's up to Woodley's character to help keep the two of them safe until rescue comes.
Fish?
I'm actually a vegetarian. So...
Right.
I like them when they're alive.
At number 2, we have Journey's End. Journey's End, which takes place over the course of 4 days in 1917 before a significant German attack on the British trenches, depicts the tension and claustrophobia as Lieutenant Raleigh, Asa Butterfield, a new recruit to the company, realizes that Captain Stanhope, Claflin, his former childhood friend and hero, has transformed almost beyond recognition. The film explores the souls of people pushed to the front lines of the war by stripping everything down to the bare necessities. Journey's End also vividly depicts the utter horror of the First World War through the solid performances of the cast, especially Claflin, who ensures that even a century later, the emotional effect is still felt.
Company! By the center! Quick! March! Left, right, left, right, left, right!
And finally, taking the #1 spot on our list is Me Before You. Me Before You is a controversial film that is based on a novel series by Jojo Moyes. It stars Claflin alongside Emilia Clarke in a beautiful and touching love story that has received much speculation due to the topic of assisted suicide. Despite the challenging topic, Clarke and Claflin's performances in the film and their characters' chemistry make it one of the best most recent love stories. Will Claflin is hit by a car and left paralyzed and confined to a wheelchair. His mother hires Lou, Clarke, to be a friend to Will due to her happy nature. The two could not be more opposite, but you know what they say, opposites attract. This is exactly what happens as Will and Lou spend time together. They both learn from one another and help each other get through their lives.
You should be out there, claiming the world as your own, showing your leprechaun shoes to dodgy men.
I like my life.
You like everything.
And there you have it, folks. The top 10 Sam Claflin movies that you need to add to your watch list. Whether you're a fan of romance, drama, or action, Claflin has something for everyone. So grab your remote, sit back, and enjoy the magic of cinema with these incredible films. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more movie recommendations.